Hello and welcome again to Chris's Caribbean Delights. And I'm going to be doing some eggplants. I'm going to put some eggplant in the oven. I'm going to just slice them nicely and coat them with some breadcrumbs and dip them in some egg and just put them simple and put it in the oven at 400, and once it's well seasoned, it's going to be delicious. So let's go to those ingredients and let's talk about the eggplant. Well, here I have one eggplant that I cut in circles, and I sliced them maybe about a half an inch thick. You don't want them too thick and you don't want them too thin. So because if they're too thin, they'll melt apart, and if they're too thick, they'll take a long time to cook, and may not cook all the way through. So you cut them about a half an inch. Then what I did after, I sprinkled some salt on them on both sides, and it's drawing the water out of it, all that excess liquid out of it. So it's gonna crisp up when it gets in the oven. So just to sprinkle a little salt on both sides, and I have it on a rack, and so that the moisture can drip, and then I'll rinse this off and dry it with a paper towel before I go to my dredging station and do the dredging and the eggs. Then I'll put it back onto the sheet and put it in the oven at 400. My oven is preheated already at 400. So let's get moving. So I just place them in this bowl. Take them off the rack, place them in the bowl, and we're going to give it a little rinse. See, a lot of moisture has dripped off of it. That's what we're looking for. But we're just going to give it a light rinse. We're not going to soak it. Just a light rinse to rinse off the excess salt. Then we're going to pat it dry. You don't want to leave it too long in there. So I'm going to place them on a plate. Just pat them completely dry with a paper towel. So I'll go ahead and do this, and I'll be right back. So I now whisk my egg. I like this little gadget. It's a milk frother that I use for my lattes and stuff, but it does a very good job with eggs. Cool. So we set that aside, and we'll begin the process. Let's prepare our pan that we're going to bake it in. Non-stick spray. We're going to just coat the pan with it. Just make sure it's nice and coated. And we don't want to crowd it, so I'm going to give this a mix. I have seasoned breadcrumbs. If you want, you can add something else to it. I mean, it's like an Italian panko. always like to do something else. I'm going to add some tagine. Give it that little flavor of the lime flavor. It's a nice lime flavor. And you can also use some complete seasoning on your eggplant of itself. Just a little, just to give it a boost. Okay, so we'll go into the egg first, then into the breadcrumbs. Just place them right on there. We go into the breadcrumb, into the egg. Go into the egg, then into the breadcrumbs and the flour mixture. Shake off the excess. So go ahead and I'll finish the rest and then I'll be back. And what I love to do with my eggplants, put a thin slice of butter on each one of them. Just a nice thin slice like that. That will help it to brown and keep it moist. Nice thin slice of butter. Everything gets better with butter, right? So I'll complete that and then we'll go into the oven. I'll be back. So now that we've been topped with our butter on all of them, into the oven, 400 for 20 minutes. 400 for 20 minutes and I'll be back. Well, the eggplant slices took approximately 35 minutes and they're nice and golden brown. And we'll go for a taste test. Awesome. Just what I was looking for. Listen. It's a wrap. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next clip. God bless.